The Midianite army stretched across the valley like a dark, endless sea, thousands of campfires burning under the night sky. Against them, on a lonely hill, stood a mere 300 men, torches and clay jars clutched in their hands. 300 men versus an entire army. This was the impossible situation facing Gideon and his small band. The Israelites had strayed, and the Midianites had become a relentless scourge, plundering their lands and leaving them in fear. God called Gideon, a humble farmer, to deliver his people. But Gideon was hesitant. He gathered an army, but God declared it too large, wanting to ensure the victory would be his alone. Thousands were sent home, leaving Gideon with just 300 men, a seemingly insignificant force against an enemy as countless as the sand on the seashore. Their weapons were not swords or spears, but trumpets, empty clay jars, and torches hidden within. Confusion rippled through the ranks, but Gideon, strengthened by a sign from God, led them into the night. Under the cover of darkness, the 300 men surrounded the vast Midianite camp. The air crackled with silent tension. Then, at Gideon's signal, a deafening blast of trumpets shattered the stillness. Clay jars smashed, revealing hundreds of blazing torches suddenly illuminating the hillsides. The Midianite camp erupted in chaos. From their panicked perspective, the hills seemed to swarm with an innumerable army, lights and sounds overwhelming them. Confusion turned to terror, and in their disarray, the Midianites turned their swords on each other, fleeing in a desperate, self-destructive panic. The impossible had happened. A small, faithful band, armed with an unconventional strategy and unwavering trust, had routed a massive army. The sun rose over a quiet valley, the battle won not by strength or numbers, but by divine intervention. This ancient story echoes into our modern lives. Victory doesn't always depend on overwhelming force. Sometimes, the greatest triumphs come when we step out in faith, trusting that even with seemingly small resources, extraordinary things can happen. Small numbers, big victories. Subscribe for more powerful Bible stories and lessons.